Hey, 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 Saturday! Hello, hello! Welcome to our lower body band bonanza class. So today, I know, goofy name, right? We gotta have some fun with this. So today we are gonna need just a tiny bit of equipment, really just one thing, and we're gonna get a great workout out of our lower body. So this is going to be my first foray into a lower body only class, so I think I should be just fine. But if you see me get rid of a band or maybe modify, just know I'm okay, just still working around some issues. So all you're going to need today is a circular resistance band, often called mini band, is another way they're often referred to. So what I mean by that, there's actually two different kinds out there that are sort of, if you're looking for bands, what you're going to see. And if you have options, I would say bring them all to the table. So we have got a couple different types of bands. So this is your most common mini band. Usually gonna find these in any store, even Walmart, Target, things like that, usually in sets of 3. And so this is what I'm referring to when I say mini band. So they usually are in different varying levels of difficulty. So I'm missing the yellow one. If you've been working out with me for a long time, the yellow one exploded on me in class. So I don't have a yellow one anymore, but usually they're kind of colored like a stoplight or something that makes some sense, like a yellow, like a blue, yellow, red, or yellow, red, black, something like that. Green is often a color too, and so your green, yellows, those are going to be your easier. Your reds, your blacks, those are going to be your harder. Now also keep in mind, if you've been using the same set of bands for a long time, that maybe your red isn't really a red anymore because you've stretched the bejesus out of it. So your red's maybe more like a yellow, and you might need to step up, that kind of thing. So not all bands are created equal. Not all bands are really, there's no science to it as far as what this equals 10 pounds of resistance, nothing like that. So always, I say bring all of your options to the table, bring your whole set, because you just never know what you're gonna need. And you never know, especially again, if you've been using the same bands for a long time, how much you've stretched one out versus the other. So, while I keep flapping them around, mini bands. So I will be using that for some of the exercises today. There's also this type of band, which is usually called like a booty band. I don't know if that's a name brand, I'm not sure exactly. But these type of bands, these really big, thick fabric bands. So that's another option too. They are a really, really, really good option because at some point those rubber bands, even the hardest one for some exercises, is just not gonna be hard enough anymore. So this is a great step up. Super resistant, super resistant. So they're really just, legs because your arms are just, woof, that's a lot. So this is a great option. Usually you're gonna use these around your thighs. I've never really used them around ankles. I guess I could try it right this moment. Yeah, for like a front, side, and back, I can't move that. And to do side steps, I can barely move that. So really, this is gonna be used when we're doing band work up around thighs, if you have this option. So I haven't had one of these for very long. That's why I was like, let me try around my ankles. No. But these are great, great, great options. I will be using both types of bands in class today. So that, and then your yoga mat, your floor support, because we are gonna be doing a lot. In fact, the majority of our work down on the floor today. So make sure that you're nice and comfy, cozy on the floor. You have all your bands. That's all you're gonna need today. You'll notice I am barefoot, but that really does not matter whatsoever. These pants are really long and I usually roll them up, but I've already been out and working today, so they had sort of unrolled themselves, and honestly, bands are a little bit easier if you don't have to pull them over shoes, so I just went barefoot, but that is nothing required, just my option today. So we're doing all lower body today, and we're kind of supersetting in one muscle group, meaning that the exercises that I've written in each set go together in a very specific way to target one part of the lower body that we're working, so one muscle group. So that's sort of the idea behind a superset. So we're supersetting a little bit with this band work. We've got 4 total sets. The first 3 sets are going to be 3 exercises, kind of like normal, with the last set being a little bit abbreviated, also kind of like normal. So we'll have 3 exercises for 3 sets, and then 1 set is just 2 exercises. And really that's it. We're working for reps, not time, and always on music if you need it. I was actually doing a little bit of poking around. I was almost late today trying to find some like copyright-free music I could throw in. I might work on that a little bit just to spice it up a little bit for us. And as always, modify if needed some of the things we're doing today. Most things should be pretty safe, but as always, you know, squats, things like that, the obvious modification is don't go so low. If you start to have knee pain and you normally don't have knee pain, evaluate, is the band throwing your form off? Is something about the band making your body a little confused? Do you need to just kind of reconnect? Is the band too challenging? That's a big part, and I'll cover that when we get to some of the exercises where the band is too challenging, but you can still do the exercise. You're just doing it wrong, and you probably don't know because you don't see yourself. So we'll cover that when we get to those exercises. As always, though, I will be checking Facebook for questions between sets. So if you have any questions about how to modify, just let me know, leave me a message, or if you're watching after the fact, of course, you can always comment or message, and I'll get to you just as soon as I can. And the last couple things, as always, please share, subscribe, like, love, ha ha ha, all of those things that help get this message out. You know somebody looking to get started in fitness, send them my way. And you know, I'm not looking for new personal training clients. I'm actually booked full for personal training clients, but I think these videos are a great way to start for almost anyone. And I'm always happy, while I don't have room for a full-time personal training client, I'm always happy to try to find time for a new person to just kind of walk them through how to modify in videos, how to use my videos, how to get started, stuff like that. So always happy to do that, even if I can't train them full-time. I'd love to at least help people get started. And lastly, Venmo @StrongStyleFit. If you wish to find any of these workouts, it is the only payment I receive, so it is greatly appreciated. Venmo @StrongStyleFit. You'll see this logo, you'll know it's me. Anything you can give is greatly appreciated, and thanks to those who do already. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do my normal routine, check some water, drink some video, and we'll get started in just a sec. The first set, we are gonna be standing, so you don't have to get set in the floor. And if you have a bunch of different band options, this will probably be your most resistant. So the toughest band that you have is probably, I don't know you personally, is probably going to be the band that you'll want for this first set. All right, guys, we'll be back in just a sec. We'll get going. Oh, it's funny, my bottle's making this fun noise today. And it's so quiet, you can probably hear it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna work with this band. Where my leg was cut open is near where this band would sit, so I'm gonna have to be a little careful. I might have to abandon it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So we're gonna do step out squats. So we want our band around our thighs. I would normally have it even a little bit higher than this, but I'm trying to, again, avoid that spot. But you just wanna make sure that it's not over your knees. You want your knees free, able to move, no bands around knees, ever, okay? So we're gonna start with our feet just wide enough apart that we've got some tension on that band, and then we're gonna step out to the side and squat, putting pressure into that band, and then back to the middle. So when we step out and squat, it's important that you still squat to the middle. We're not stepping out over that foot, okay? All right, so we're gonna go for 12 of those. Let's do it. 12. Now, you are definitely welcome, 11, to add a weight if you want some extra challenge. I'll not be doing that today, but you are more than welcome to. 7, 6, 5. Make sure those knees are staying open. So this is one cue, even though this isn't an exercise that normally happens, but if you find that your knees are caving in, that you're not able to open your knees up, then your band is too challenging for you. You need to drop it down. Whew. All right, other side. So yeah, if you step out to squat and your knees are doing this, then your band is too tough. You should be stepping out and opening into that band, okay? All right, other side. 12. Hear all my crackles and pops. 11. Oh, you know what the difference is? The space heater isn't running. I was like, gosh, I know it's always quiet in here, but it feels like a tomb. The space heater's not running. We don't need it. 7. 6. Make sure that chest is staying tall. Tailbone pointed down to the floor. Don't duck butt down. I believe that's 4. 3. Pressure into that band. 2. 1. Beautiful. So what I mean by tucking your tail, I'm just going to show you real quick, is that most of us, our bodies, when we sit back to squat, our tail kind of stays up, right? And so I have this weird arch in my back. You want that tail to be down. So see, nice long back, not arched, chest is tall, everything's in alignment. That's what we're looking for. All right, so our third exercise in this set is a 3 count goblet squat. So we're gonna take our feet wider than our hips, our toes out. When we go, so not sumo wide, just wider than hips, not toes way out like sumo, but not straight ahead. So find that happy medium. And then we're going to lower and open. 1, 2, 3, stand. So 1, 2, 3 down, zip it up to stand. Squeeze those cheeks. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, stand. 1, whoop, 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 lost my balance. 2, 3, stand. 1, 2, 3, stand. Good. 1. You might see me adjusting a little bit here. Knees get a little angry with how low I was squatting. I might have to take my band down a little bit. 8. 9. 10. 11. Last one. 12. Perfect. Bring it up. I definitely recommend kind of putting your legs together, giving a little bit of break out of that pressure into the band. So guys, that's a cue, modification wise. 1, knees start to bark, don't squat so low. Also make sure that you're sitting back into your deep chair, not lunging forward into your knees. Make sure your band's not around your knees. And then lastly, maybe your band's too difficult. So just kind of think of it in that order. Am I sitting back into my deep, well, first, am I sitting back into my deep chair? Yes. Am I squatting too deep? Next step. And work through it. Last step being, is my band just too difficult? Okay, so kind of mark off, check off all those to figure out what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna lift my band up just a little bit. Again, one of my check marks, make sure it's not around your knees. And we're gonna do our step out squats to the left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, I think it was just a depth issue. 5. Which really, when you're working like this with bands, 6. The depth is not the biggest thing. 7. It's that pressure that you're putting into the band. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Good. And these are actually the first squats I've done in about a month. So it's probably also why my knees are like, hey girl, what are we doing here? All right, other side to the right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello, glutes. 8, goblets. Remember, your knees should be pressing open into that band. If they cannot, if your knees are caved, lower band. If you don't have a lower band, take it off. Add some weight. Will it be the same as what I intended for this class? No. Will it be great work still? Yes. So, knees, push into that band. If not, we don't use it. Okay, 3 counts. We've got our feet wider than hips, toes turned out just a bit, chest tall, tail tucked. We drop for 3. 1, 2, 3. Zip it up. 1, 2, 3. Zip it up. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 9. 1, 2, 3. 10. Almost there. 1, 2, 3. 11. Last 1, 2, 3. Give yourself just a little mini break. Step in. Let that band relax. Whew. Legit, right? You don't need heavy weight. Does heavy weight have its time and its place? Absolutely. Is there anything wrong with heavy weight? No. But look at what we're producing with just a band. So, just like to make sure that you understand all the options available to you. All right, so here we go. Make sure that band, again, on the thighs, not on the knees. Stand to our center. I'm gonna step out to our left. Chest tall, tail tucked. Let's do it. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more this side, 1. Beautiful. All right, other side, right to it. Let's go. 12, 11, 10. So many crackles and pops. 9, 8, 7. Also watch your step outs. Make sure you're keeping your feet in line with each other. You're not stepping too far ahead or behind your planted foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, we have our 3 count to the middle. And then this set will be done. Whew. All right, take a nice deep breath. That chest tall. Got your toes flared. Feet a little wider than hip width. Let's do it. Count for 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. Halfway. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 9. Come on, booty. 1, 2, 3. 10. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 11. Last one. 1, 2, 3. 12. Woo! Take it off, take it off. Give yourself a break. Oh, you'll notice when you take that off, it's like, oh, your legs feel so light and free. Oh, guys, good work. Hope you enjoyed that set. Totally different take on a squat, just by putting some pressure into that band. So the next round we're going to, you're probably going to want to use, if you have the booty band and the rubber band, you'll probably want to go to the traditional rubber band. And in fact, for most of what's left, most of us will do the rubber band. I'll have I may try maybe with the other band for a couple other exercises, but probably not. Honestly, we're probably going to stay mostly with the mini rubber band going forward. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, check on everything, and then we'll get started. Everything from here on out, well, our next set, we're going to be partially on the floor, partially standing. So have your floor set up. Also have yourself some space that you'll be able to move around. We will need that for 2 exercises for the rest of the workout. It's just some space to move around. So yoga mat set up and some space to move. We'll get started in just a sec. All right, friends. So I'm going to throw this down here, but I really think for these, in fact, yeah, I know for these exercises, here's where I'm going to be. So since I'm limited in space, I'm actually going to go ahead and just kick this booty band out. So we're going to do side lying leg lifts. So we're going to put the band back up around our thighs. Again, avoiding knees. There's never, I'll just go ahead and say this now, there is no exercise that exists with bands where you're going to put them around your knees. It's just not happening, okay? All right, so we're going to lay on our side and get kind of stacked on our hip. So you don't want to be up on that bony part of your hip. That just hurts. So you want to roll back to where you're a little more meaty off of that hip. If no matter how you lay on your hip it's painful, then grab yourself a pillow, something that's going to be cushiony but not too thick to put underneath your hip. You can be up on your elbow like this if that's comfortable for you, but the rule here is that if you're here, you are strong through that shoulder, not collapse down, which is hard for us. We tend to always end up here. So I recommend to be down, either propped up or laying down completely. I'm going to be propped up just to make sure I'm getting going, but I'll probably lay my head down too. So from here, we're stacked, and all we're going to do is lift up and down. We want flexed feet, so like you're standing on the wall. You don't want pointed toes, you want flexed feet. And we're just going to lift. We're going to go for 12, we can even go up to 15 if it feels comfortable, if we need that challenge. All right, let's go. And a lot of that, of course, depends on your strength, but also your band. Like if there were a stronger version of a rubber band, I could probably use it, but I know the booty band was too hard. So 15 might be an option for me. We'll see. 7, 8, 9, and we're lifting with control here. We're not kicking our leg up. We're squeezing through this hip and this cheek. 11, 12, I am going to go for 15, 13, 14, 15. All right, other side. If you're at home, you can just roll over. I'm not going to turn my butt to the camera. I mean, I do it plenty, but you know, you don't want to watch a whole set of my butt. All right, so we're going to stack it up. Again, get off that pointy part of your hip. Get yourself comfortable. You can lay out however you feel good. Flex those feet, and we lift. It's also not a how high can I kick competition. It's how high can I squeeze, and really how hard can I squeeze through this hip and this cheek to lift my leg. can officially hear my stomach growling. I hope that's not making it all the way to the camera. 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going for 15. If you're good at 12, just hang out at 12. 14, 15. Awesome. All right, we're gonna come up. Now, we're gonna do side steps. So there's 2 methods you can use in the side step. I'm actually going to do what I don't normally do, just to try it and change up what I normally do. So side steps, the form is always going to be the same. We're going to sit back into our squat wherever we're at our deepest, but we can still move. I'm going to step over to the side, and then we hold into that position, and we step out and in with control. Okay? So that is our side steps. You can do bands around thighs, or you can do bands around ankles. So I normally do band around thighs, but because I normally do that, that's not really too challenging for me anymore. So I'm going to shift it down to ankles and give it a try with ankles, because that changes it up a little bit. So we're going to do 10 each side. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 10 one direction, 10 the other, because I don't have a ton of space to move, and because I can only do so much in front of the camera, I will go off camera. Don't worry, 10 each side, you got this. So I'm gonna step out. All right, let's go. 10, 9, we're holding into our lowest position where we can still move. 6, 5, I've got to turn. 4, 3, 2, 1, other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So as I waddle back into screen, can feel we're working kind of the same area with those side leg lifts and with the side steps. So really digging into kind of that outer hip, outer booty is where we're working right now. Back down to the floor. We've got our side leg lifts. That is the one definite advantage of booty band over the rubber bands. The booty bands don't roll up like pantyhose like these rubber mini bands do. All right, so let's stack it up. Whew. You're gonna lie on our side. Again, get back on that nice, comfy, cushy part of your hip. You can support yourself here if you need to. Flex those feet. And let's lift. 10, 9, 8. Oh, we're going for 15. 10, 9, 8, so that's 3, 15, 14, 13, 12. Math. 11, 10, 9, 8, all through here. 7, 6, flex that foot. 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1. Perfect. Other side. Break dance it around here. It's not as close to break dancing as we're gonna get out of me. All right, other side. Again, get off that hip. Get yourself set up however you're comfy. And guys, really with your upper body, it's whatever feels good for you. You just want to have your spine in a nice place and your neck in a nice place, okay? All right, let's get ourselves set. Let's go. 12, 11, oh, 15, 14, 13, 12, fitness math is hard. 11, 10, I'm also an accountant by the way, which is hilarious. 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Good work, guys. All right, let's bring it up. Now, if you are using these bands, the one thing, just another little tip from years of using them, is that, you know, like on these side leg lifts, if you feel the band is kind of creeping around on you, and it's getting down towards your knees, and you're like, oh, I just have 2 or 3 left, it'll be fine. Don't do it. Adjust the band as you need to. There's no reward for completing the set without stopping for a second, okay? All right, so as you see, I'm getting myself set up so I can kind of stay in the picture for as much as possible. We've got those side steps. The band can be around your thighs. The band can be around your ankles. We sit back into our deep chair, and we side step left for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7. Control that band. 6. Don't let it whip your foot back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right. We got one more trip through. So the tip I was giving was if you step out and this foot is like flying back in, then you're stepping too far. You've got to be able to control that foot coming back. That's part of the work. All right. Side leg lifts. Making all kinds of fun fart noises. Man. I'm keeping it classy today. All right, between my legs popping, the band's farting, goodness gracious. All right, so let's get ourselves set up. Again, one more reminder, we get off of the bony part of our hip, rock to the back. We've got our feet stacked just slightly out in front of our hip. We don't want to be completely in line, just slightly out in front, just a hair. If you're in line, not the end of the world, but just slightly ahead. Get yourself set. Flex those feet. Let's go. 12. No, 15. Oh my gosh. 14. 13. My brain is stuck. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5, 4, same principle here. When that leg gets to the top, 3, you should be able to hold it for a second and slow it down. 2, slowly lower. 1, so you should not be opening so far that the band slaps your leg back down. It's a lift and it's a controlled lower, okay? All right, this hip's already been barking, so I know what's coming with this one. All right, guys, get yourself set, get on that little meaty part of your hip, flex those feet. Let's lift. 12, 15, do it again. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Goodness. All right, bring it up. We've got one more set of side steps. And this round will be done. Feels like this one's going by fast. All right, so I'm gonna lower this down to my ankle, but remember you have both options. Play with both, see which one you like better. I've always done the higher option, so I'm gonna change it up for myself and I'm doing the lower option. Okay, so get back into that deep chair, chest tall, tail tucked. We step. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, kick that band off. Whoo. Step it out. Give yourself a little bit of a break. So we've been working glutes, quads, hip. We're going to stay in that area, but now we're switching a little more towards hamstrings and lower in the glutes. So a lot of what we were doing in our first 2 rounds were kind of high, like our glute minimus, medius, up through here, and out through the hip. So kind of this outer range. So now with the exercise that we're going to do, we're going to be working hamstrings and up through the booty into that thicker lower part of the booty. So that's where we're going to be working next. For most of us, this is where we're going to be still with the mini band. I'm going to throw this down here because the third exercise, maybe. So everything will be in the floor, and actually everything's in the floor from here on out. So go ahead and get yourself set up. Make sure you have all the bands you need. Get yourself all set. I'm going to go through my normal routine. I'll be back in just a sec. We are flying through this workout. In fact, I'm looking at the bottom round. I'm like, is there something we can add? And we're getting through it really quickly. That's awesome. All right, so I'll think about that. We'll see where we are time-wise when we get to the end. So we're gonna be working on the floor. I'm gonna show you the exercise without the band, just so I can go nice and slow, and then I'll add the band and we'll get started. So we're gonna do a low plank with a leg lift. So low plank, we come down to our elbows, and then we lift. So we're gonna have a band around our thighs, and we're going to lift. So you notice that was a booty squeeze, not with a big back arch. So that's where we're gonna be. If low plank, holding low plank is too much for you in the full version, then you could low plank and lift from here, around your knee. So that is a completely viable option. Great work, working right there. If being on your elbows is for some reason a problem, then you can be up high and kick here. That is perfectly acceptable too. So you got lots of options. I'm gonna do my best to hold low plank the whole time and do the leg lifts, but this is actually a new exercise for me, so we'll see. The challenge might be a little woof, and I might have to modify too. No worries. There's no harm. I know you guys that know me know modification is never bad. Never bad. It's only bad if you're modifying just because you don't believe that you can do it the harder way. That is the only modification problem, is if you're doing it just because you're scared or because you're afraid to push yourself too far. All right, so we're gonna get into our low plank, down our elbows, get yourself set up nice and strong, roll those shoulders back, lock it down, we step back, and we lift. Might be helpful to move your planted foot a little closer to the middle. 10. I wasn't counting, y'all. I was focused. So that was our furthest option, or we can come down and squeeze up, or we can be here and pull up. So you got several options there. We're gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna see if I can flatten this band out, but I don't know. All right, other side. Low plank, lock it down, low plank it out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down. Whew, that's a good one. All right. I had originally planned for 12 of those, but my counter in my head started with 10, so we'll do that. Now we're gonna go to Froggy Bridge, which if you've worked out with me before, we have done this several times, so it might be familiar. Again, I'm just working to flatten out this pesky band here. So this is one where you might be able to use the booty band. That's why I dropped mine down here, but we'll see. So Froggy Bridge, again, we've got band around thighs. You're gonna set up, feet about hip width apart, nice and close into your booty, back flat, neck long. Now that we're set up in our normal bridge, I want you to take your feet and inch them in to be narrow. They don't have to be touching, but you want them very close to one another. Now, we bridge up. As we lift our hips, we open our knees into that band, really squeezing those glutes, and then we lower. So it's a fluid up to the top, open, and down. We're gonna go for 15 of those. Let's get going. Actually, I'm gonna step my feet in just a little bit. Okay. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Beautiful. All right. Whew. Elbow planks with that leg lift. Flippy flip over. All right. So remember, we have lots of options here. And again, we're not kicking our leg as high as we can. We're squeezing through those glutes to lift the leg. Down to our low plank. Again, roll those shoulders back. Neck nice and long. We keep our gaze between our hands. Step back. Let's go. 10. 9. Try to keep that booty low. I know our first round, I've definitely had my booty too high. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Give yourself just a little break. Little baby cobra here. Always feels good in the spine. All right. Let's get set up for that other side. Shoulders back and down. Let's go. 10. 9. Keep that core tight. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Goodness, my right is so much tighter than my left. It's not easy on either side. But that right leg is like, nope, we don't want to go. All right, Froggy Bridge. Just get yourself set up. Feet start hip width apart. Nice and close to your glutes. The shoulders down, neck long. And we inch our feet in to be closer. We lift, open at the top, glide it down. So it's that open close. Try to make it as fluid as you can. We're going for 15. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. Give yourself that extra little squeeze at the top. 7. Squeeze. Down. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Perfect. I'm going to show you one more tip, because I did it on one rep and I accidentally, it was like, oh, I never thought of that. When you get to the top, don't let your legs just kind of flop open. I did that on accident. So, because I noticed, wow, my legs open really far. So make sure to squeeze, push open, not and down. Oh, that's funny. And it felt so weird when I did it. I was like, what was that? All right, guys, give yourself just a small break. Just gonna sit back. Got any tension in your neck from the low planks, just kind of roll it out. Gently, gently, gently. All right, just get a low plank for the leg lift. One more time. Let's get that set up. And remember, you can be here or in low plank, elbows, same lower body. So you got many options here. Get yourself set, roll back, nice and long. Step back, we lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, core tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Lay it down. Take a little break. This feels good. This is a nice baby cobra. Actually, Sphinx pose really is where we're at. All right. Let's get ourselves set back up. Low plank. Step it back. And let's lift. 10, 9, 8. Try to keep that booty down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beauty. All right, last set. This round, last exercise this round. That Froggy Bridge. It's called Froggy if it helps you, because froggy legs, right? Like a little frog jump. All right, set yourself up. Feet close in. Long neck, long spine. Wiggle walk, feet closer. Bridge open at the top. Lower down and close. 15. Let's go. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, 2, last one. Woo! Good job. All right, so we're gonna stand on the floor. I lied. We've got one standing, and we've got one on the floor. I'm gonna check time. If our time still looks really good, I might add one exercise to this set, just because. I always kind of trim the last set just because we are usually right up against time, if not beyond time. So what we're gonna need for this next round, and I'll make sure no matter what I throw it in, if I throw something in stays the same, you're gonna want the mini band, the rubber band. These exercises will definitely be too difficult with the booty band for the average person. I don't know who's out there working out with me, so maybe not. But I'd say for the average fitness person, you're gonna want the mini band. All right, guys, I'm gonna check the video, look at our time, see if we need to make any changes. I'll be right back. No, it actually looks like we're looking pretty good. We're right at bumping up against the hour, so I think I'll leave it. You know what, I'll just add something a little fun too. A little bonus to one of our exercises. How about that? All right, so what we're gonna do is monster walks. So again, you're gonna need some space to move around. That being said, again, I don't have a ton of space to stay on camera, so I will probably go out of camera, but it's okay. I'll show you what we're gonna be doing. So we want band around our ankles. Here. So monster walk, a lot of times people refer to as those side steps that we were doing earlier, but monster walk is actually different. So you're gonna sit back, monster walk, and you step up and out, up and out. So think, you know, monster. That's what you want to think about. So it's an up and out, up and out. So we're gonna go for 20 total steps. And then how about for something fun, we'll do 20 total steps, we'll stop, and we'll do 10 quick leg lifts with each leg to the front. Get a little more quad work in, and that's very similar to kind of the work that we're doing this round, the sort of hips through the front and our quads, kind of what we're working with this round. So we'll do that. We're gonna do 20 total steps, and then I'll make sure to get back to the center, and we're gonna do 10 leg lifts, 10 leg lifts. Perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of step over here so I can make a square. So 20 total steps, it's not per side, 20 total steps. Again, we sit back deep, and let's go, up and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm gonna come really close to the camera, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 quick, either leg you want to start with, to the front, 10, loop pulses, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Excellent. All right. We're going to come down to the floor. And we're going to do banded runner's extensions is what it's called. You can also think of it as bicycles. banded bicycles. Either way, if I were to name it, I would call it banded bicycles. So we are not going to use our core though. Well, we are. It's going to be involved, but we're not going to hold up and crunch. We're going to stay flat. We've got our feet, the band around our feet. We're going to be pulling here. Okay, so we've got bicycle feet, and we're keeping our lower body flat. However you want to support your lower body. You can do underneath here, however you want to do it. We're going to go for 20 total here, 20. So you're pushing and pulling, 18, 17. So you're pulling knee to chest and pushing the other foot away, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, pull that knee in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. That is round 1 of 3. Like that. We've already knocked one down. All right. Monster walks. So monster walks, remember we sit back, just like when we did those side steps. We've got our weight towards the back, and we step up and out, up and out. Roar, monster. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, it's not about how big you're stepping. 6, 7, 8. In fact, if you're able to take gigantic steps, 9. And you probably want to up your band if you can. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Shimmy back. 10 front pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I like that little addition. Let's bring it down. Whew. All right. So we change that band position where it's hooked around our feet. So remember, we're pulling the knee in as we push the other foot away. It's a push-pull at the same time. Get yourself set. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right. Guys, we are so close. One last set. I've got sweat angels everywhere. Let's catch your breath for just a second. We're going to go right back to it. Just keeping that pressure on. Good job. Monster walks. Get yourself set and ready. Whew. Okay. Again, chest tall. Tuck that tail. So your tailbone should be pointing at the floor. Not so tucked that you're now slouched like this. That's not what we're looking for. Now my tailbone's pointed towards the wall over here. Down towards the floor. Sit deep. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. 10 front raises. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to the floor. Last exercise. You got this, guys. Don't give up now. Whew. Get yourself set. Shimmy those feet into that band. Get your body all set. Core nice and tight. Knees come in. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Take that band off while you're in the floor. Go ahead and give yourself an amazing stretch. Lower body, toes point, arms reach, reach, reach. Like you're trying to touch each side of your room. Pull yourself apart. Whew. Now reverse it, bring it in, pull those knees in, tuck that chin. And roll a little side to side if that feels good. Front to back. Whew. I highly recommend you stay on the floor if you have the time and do some more lower body stretches. Stretch those glutes out especially. If you have time, do it. Your body will thank you. So, speaking of thank you, I hope you guys enjoyed our lower body band bonanza. I don't do a ton of band work in class, but I figure at this point, if you've been working out at home as long as I have now, you've probably bought some bands. So why not throw it in and get some good work out of those bands so they don't just lay there and rot on you, so they then explode on you when you're trying to use them. Just speaking from experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's any other classes you want to see, any styles, anything you want to see more of, any type of equipment you want to see incorporated, I may or may not have it, but I'm happy to give it a shot if I do. So always feedback is appreciated. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much. Please share, like, subscribe, all of those things that get people following along, get some attention going to what we are doing here, because it really is special and it really is great workouts. I don't say that from tooting my own horn. I work hard on them, I'm proud of them, and I would love for people to enjoy them and see the benefits that I know that some of you have that already have been working out with me for a long time. So anything you can do to share is greatly appreciated. And lastly, if you wish to donate any funds for these classes, Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. Any donations, big or small, are greatly appreciated. And thank you again for those of you who do help take care of me and keep these videos coming. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in just a few days. Mwah!